Hi, I'm Lauren. I grew up here in Denver, Colorado. I went to Mullen High School and I graduated from there in 2014. I ended up going to University of Redlands for 2 years in California until I transferred home to Colorado and went to Regis University. I played softball for all 4 years of college and I was also a business finance major. I became interested in the legal field after taking a business law class with a really great professor, and I was able to get a couple of legal internships, really fell in love with social justice, and now I will be attending Duke University Law School this fall. I think it's important for not only the Latino community but also all underrepresented groups to apply to the highest education because we are very underrepresented in a lot of fields. I think specifically in the legal field, only 2% of lawyers are Latino, and I think even less lawyers are Black. And I think it's very important that we have diverse professional fields so that we can help a diverse group of people. And so I think that not only do we need to help underrepresented groups apply to these schools, but also recruit them so that they understand that these opportunities are available and possible for them. Higher education is really important to me because I believe it's going to give me the best opportunity to pursue a career that inspires me. I am very interested in creating reform in our justice system, and I have learned over the years that in order to do this, I'm going to need mentors and coaches, and I believe that my institution that I'm going to be attending is going to be able to provide me that. And I think this is honestly relevant in any field. I think that higher education is always going to give you that extra boost and be that extra resource. And if you have the opportunity and you are willing to work hard, I think it's always a really great choice. I think if I could go back in time and give myself advice as an undergraduate student before applying to law school, I would have definitely told myself to get a research assistantship. I think these are very underrated opportunities. There are a lot of professors who are looking and searching for students to help them and are willing to pay students to help them research and publish articles, so I would have definitely gotten one of those. I think it would have not only helped me learn to research properly, but also been a huge boost to my resume. As many of you know, the LSAT is going to be one of the most important parts of your law school application. I was fortunate to learn that very early on in my law school application process and decided that I was going to give myself a year to study. I think that was actually perfect for me. I was able to take 3 classes, I was able to save to afford an LSAT tutor, I took almost every practice test that was out there, and it ended up helping me improve my score by over 20 points. I think it's definitely a hard and rigorous exam, but it can be learned, and if you're willing to put in the work, it is definitely something that can really boost your application. I think there were a couple big motivators that helped me achieve my dream of attending law school. I think the first one was definitely my family. My family's always been a big support system for me, but I think it had to be even more during the 2-year application process because there were very frustrating times when I was studying and when I had to edit my papers over and over again, so I think they were very instrumental in helping me achieve my dream. I think number 2 was my why. I definitely am very passionate about creating reform in our justice system, and I think that knowing why I wanted to attend law school really made a difference when I was studying and when I wanted to give up. So for all of you who are applying to school and are losing motivation, I would suggest finding that mentor or that family member or that person that's going to help keep you motivated, and then also just making sure you find that why, because I think it's really going to be the biggest motivator in the end because that is the reason that you're attending school.